Hello students, my name is Kajal Jaiswal and I welcome you all to the online session of mathematics. I hope you all are doing good. Today we will be studying the topic subtraction. So without any further delay, let's get started. Okay. So the topic subtraction. Okay, we are starting the chapter now. See, before starting the subtraction, there are certain points that must be kept in mind. Okay, what are those topics? The result obtained after subtraction is called the difference. Now what does that mean? I am taking an help of an example to explain you this. Suppose 3 minus 2 is given. So 3 minus 2 will be 1. So this 1, whatever answer comes, that is known as the difference. Okay. Now the second point. The second point is while finding the difference, we write the greater of the two given numbers on top and then subtract the smaller number from it. Okay. Now the second point, what does the second point say? Second point says that suppose I am writing two numbers, that is a number 20 and one more number as 24, and what I am telling you that find the difference of both the numbers. So what we will do, we will arrange the numbers like this, 24 and 20, and then we will subtract. That is, the greater number is 24, that will be written at the top, and the smaller number is 20, that will be written downside. After that we will subtract, that is 4 and 0. Okay, like this we will write the answer, that is we will arrange. After that we will solve the question. Now the third topic is we can also use the word borrow in place of decompose while solving question. So this point I will explain you afterwards when we will proceed with the questions of borrow and decompose. Okay, when we will borrow the number, on that topic when we will come, I will discuss over there this topic. Okay, now the next slide, we are moving to the next slide, that is subtraction without decomposing. Now what does decompose means? Decompose means, suppose 23 is written and we are subtracting 12 from it. Okay, so this 3 is greater, na? This 3 is greater and 2 is smaller, that is this 3 is, from this 3 we can subtract 2. Okay, it is capable enough to get subtracted. So from 3, 2 will be subtracted, answer will be 1. That is, 3 is not borrowing from any number. We are not borrowing from any number. And from 2, 1 will be subtracted, answer will be 11. So this is known as subtraction without decomposing. It will become more clear when we will discuss the subtraction with decomposing. Okay. So right now, we will take an example. Suppose we have to subtract 235 from 689. Now how we will do this subtraction? Okay. So 689 and 235 is written. Okay. 689 and 689 and 235 I have written, and we have to subtract this number. So from 9, 5 will be subtracted, that is on the fingers we will count 9, and from that 9 we will subtract 5. Answer will be 4. Now from 8 we have to subtract 3. So on the fingers count up to 8, and from that 8 we will subtract 3. Answer will be 5. Again on the fingers we will count 6, and from that we will subtract 2. Answer will be 4. So 454 will be the answer. That is, 9 was greater now. We must always check whether the number at the top, whatever is written in the first line, that is the minute line, that is greater or not. If it is greater, then easily the subtraction can be done. But sometimes what happens, this number is not greater. This number is sometimes not greater. Suppose a number 2 is given and I am saying you that you have to subtract 7 from it. How you will subtract this? This only we are going to discuss over here. Okay. So we will do it with the help of an example, that is we will subtract 426 and 900 from 913. Now how this solution will be done? See, 913 and 426. First of all, what I told you, we will arrange the numbers in a column very properly. Below every number, the digits in the second line will be written. Okay, the digits of the second line will be written below the digits of the first line only, not here and there. So from 3 we cannot subtract 6 clearly. If we suppose we are having 3 fingers, how we will subtract from that 3 fingers 6? So it is not possible. So what we will do, we will take a help of number which is beside us. That is, this 3 will take help of 1 and 1, and 1 will decompose itself. Okay, it will decompose itself, or it will decrease, or it will give us, and when someone is giving us something, that number will automatically be decreased. So this 3 we will write here, and this 3 will become 13, and this 1 has given now, and this 1 has given to 3, so it will become 0. Why? It was 1, 1 will be decreased, it will become 0. So remember beta, whenever we are giving now, So it will not be added, it will be written in front of that number. Okay, this will be added, this will not be added and written as 4. 4 will be wrong. So whenever we are taking borrow from a number, it will be written like this, okay, and not like that. So this confusion is clear. So it will be written as 13 and not 4. 13. This has become 0. Now from 0 we have to subtract 2. How is it possible? Again from 0 we cannot subtract 2. No. So what we will do? This 0 will again take help of 9. So it will say to 9 to give it a number. So it will become 8 and this number will become 10, because now it has taken 1 from the number. And I told you this 1 will be written in front of that number 0. So from 13 6 will be subtracted, answer will be 7. Now from 10 2 also can be subtracted, answer will be 8, and from 8 when we will subtract 4, the answer will be 4. So this type of subtraction where we are borrowing from the number that is beside us, that subtraction, this type of subtraction is known as subtraction with decomposing. And I told you na in the what I told you earlier also, that one point is that I will explain you when I will do the decomposing. So this only I was telling about. The third point, we can also use the word borrow in place of decompose while solving the question. This was the third point, that is borrow is also known as decomposing. Okay, decomposing and borrow. So this is clear now. Now we will move to the next slide, that is some practice questions. I'll make you practice how we will do the questions. See, now 6 minus 4. Now 6 and 4, when we will subtract 6 and 4, answer will be, this is for your practice, 1 or 2 questions from this I will take. So 6 minus 4 will be 2. Again from 6 we have to subtract 2. So from 6 when we will subtract 2, answer will be 4. And see here 3, nothing is written downside na. If nothing is written downside, that means it is 0. So from 3 we have to subtract nothing. So answer will be 3 only. Okay. So again this question from 7 we will, this third question I am taking now. This is done. Now third question. From 7 if I subtract 7. See, suppose I am having 7 fingers and from that 7 fingers I have subtracted all. So answer will be 0. Now again what I am seeing here, 0 is given. Okay. So this 0, from 0 we cannot subtract 8. We cannot subtract 8. So what I will do, I will place 0 here. 0 will be thinking what to do. Now what 0 will do? It will ask 7 for help and 7 will give it one number. So it will become 10. And this 7 has given a number, so it will become 6. Now from 10 when we will subtract 8, it will become 2. And this 6, from 6 we have to subtract nothing, so it will become 620 only. Okay, I hope like this 2 questions also now you can practice. Okay, I have given you the solution also. In case you don't know, you can see the solution. Now how do we find a missing value? Suppose in the subtraction only some missing value is there. Now how we will subtract that? See, from 6, think of a number that we will subtract from 6 so that the answer becomes 2. So clearly we know the answer, that is 4. If I subtract from 6 4, answer will be 2. Now again from 2 what I will subtract, that the answer becomes 1. So clearly the answer will be 1 only. From 2 what I will subtract so that the answer is 1. So answer will be 1 only. Okay. So what we have observed over here is that if the second line is missing, na, any of the numbers in the second or the third line is missing, then we will simply subtract the rest of the 2 number that is given, already given. So 6 minus 2 will be 4, 2 minus 1 will be 1 and 2 minus 1 will be 1. So here what we will do, 5 minus 0 will be 5, here 4 minus 0 will be 4 and here 7 minus 7 will be 0. So 0, 4, 5 has been subtracted. Okay, like this also we can think and subtract the numbers. Alright, after this next slide. So here the same thing, the solution is. Again some word problems, we will work on some word problems and we will see how to do these questions. Now there are 675 ants in a colony, 241 ants leave. How many ants are there now? Okay, so 675 ants were there. 675 ants were there. And from this 241 have left. They have gone. So clearly it will be subtracted from the number. So we will subtract and we will write the answer. So from 5 1 will be subtracted 4. From 7 4 will be subtracted 3 and from 6 2 will be subtracted 4. So how many ants are remaining? 434 ants are remaining. So how we will write the word problem again at the end? There are 434 ants now. Okay, like this we will do. Again the next word problem. See, this is the same thing. Now this is the solution for that question. Again we are moving to the next slide, that is the last word problem. Okay. So the question is, by how much is 400 greater than 307? So I will explain it with the help of an example. Suppose 5 and 3. Okay, this is given and I am asking you that tell me 5 is greater than 3 by how much. What you will say? You will say 2. And if I suppose if I change a question little bit and if I ask you that 3 is smaller by 5 but by how much, still the answer will remain the same, that is 2. So whether the question is asked about how great the number is or how small the number is, we will always subtract. Okay, so this question we will solve over here. So from 400 we have to subtract 307. Now see, this 0 we cannot subtract from this 0 7, so this 0 will come over here. Again this 0, from this 0 also we cannot take any help because it is already 0. So again I will note down this number also here, but this 0 will take help from 4 and it will borrow a number from 4. So when it will borrow from 4, this will become 3 and this number will become 10. Okay, now this 10 can definitely help the number 0. So this will help and this number will become 10 and this number has given so it will become 9. Okay, 1 will be reduced. Now when we will see, from 10 I can subtract 7, yes, 3 will be the answer. From 9 0 will be subtracted, yes, 9 will be the answer. And from 3 will be subtracted, yes, the answer will be 0. So 93, this number is greater than 307 by 93. Okay, see the solution 93. Okay, I hope this question is now clear. Okay, so this was the end of the exercise and similar questions you all will try to solve at home so that this concept becomes very clear. All right, so I hope that you all have understood the concept very well. So keep on practicing questions on this topic so that you can have command over it. We will meet in the next session. Till then, take care, be safe and keep studying. Thank you.